Hi there, this is Åsa with a new series of process videos. I'm starting this series today, and I have for a long time thought to follow this path. And the path for the next couple of videos will be the jelly bean soup healthy hello soup collection. And I have recently begun to understand that I enjoy following collections. And I obviously also realize that this is totally out of style and fashion, since the kit clubs want us to kind of mix and match, and preferably in their kind of manner. But I think that I'll go with the companies for a while, the brands, and this time I have the whole collection from this healthy hello soup, and I decided to go through it. I cut apart the die cut pages, or the card pages, and I went through all of it, and I added photos to the pages. And I did this because I need to get out of my themed kind of mood. I've been doing so much themed scrapbooking lately that I feel that I need to get away from it, because I can't just look at a beach photo and think, oh, I want to do this New England style. That would be like I need to make my whole scrapbooking into blue and white and red, and I won't do that. No, I refuse. I will do a fair amount of scrapbooking coastal themed with these lovely collections that I have. I won't put that aside for too long, but for a while now I will scrapbook with these more generic kind of papers, just because I love them, and because I have them, and because they inspire me so much. So this is the thing that I've been choosing. I have made a pile of papers combined with some embellishments and photos, and then I'm going to work my way through that pile together with these extra embellishments that I'll be having on the side. And here's the first project. These photos were taken on almost the last day when we were visiting my mum, and she lives far away from here, by the coast. She lives in a small village where it almost seems like it's dead and uninhabited during winter, and then it kind of just blooms every summer with these beach and archipelago tourists. It seems like I perhaps I did put that a bit wrong, but it is a summer place, that's for sure, and the things that happen there happen during the summer. It's not a winter place, and nobody ever goes there when it's winter. To visit my favorite places around this place, you need to have a boat, but there are some that you can come to by car if you just drive on the small roads and for quite a while. And this is one of those places where I love to go every summer when we are there visiting Mom. And it's in the outer part, or the most furthest part of the archipelago. I don't know how to pronounce that word still. Anyway, it's where the coast is as most bare, it's as most naked, it's as most worn by the wind and the waves, and it's where the trees are as much influenced by this harsh environment. And there are cliffs, and they are kind of sanded down smooth from the ice, the glacier ice, the ice age ice, when it moved. So these really flat surfaces, they are perfect for sunbathing, and they are lovely to just walk around on, and just experience this very special part of the world. And my kids have been here a couple of times, but during different ages you appreciate different things. And first of all, it was climbing the small rocks there, and look down at the water, and last year they climbed the trees, and it was wonderful. And this time it was the jellyfishes. So, and we walked around there on the cliffs, and we looked for jellyfishes, and we found a couple of them, and I even photographed one. And the jellyfishes will be the main theme for this layout. I have taken lots of photos from this outing, and there will be plenty of other pages in my album to kind of talk about the place or what we did there, but this one will focus on the jellyfish. And in 3 of the photos you can see my kids, and they are at just the edge of the water and looking down. And in the background, if you have a magnifier glass, you can see my mom and her partner up on the cliffs there. So I didn't want to crop the photo to the right. I thought it was fun that they were visible in the photo. On the lower right photo, there's a different angle of the same thing. I'm just standing in another place taking photos of the same kids. And then there's the lower left photo. It's actually a photo of a jellyfish on very shallow water. I have placed my photo block onto white cardstock, and then I've made a frame of dark blue cardstock. Instead of matting the whole piece onto blue cardstock, I cut 1 centimeter wide strips of the cardstock, and then I made a frame. And I cut the corners at an angle so that it looks like a frame pieced together. And now I'm making a joint piece for the left side of the page, where I will have this huge bold best day ever sentiment. And yeah, like I've told you before, lots of days are my girls' best days. And this was obviously one of them. It is always a very nice outing when we go to this place. The hello paper in the background, it felt really good they say hello to the jellyfish. It was kind of a meeting like that. So that's totally okay with me. And now I'm trying to find some other pieces of embellishment that I can use together with these blue, different types of blue. So I decided to add yellow. Yellow goes really well together with this teal and the darker blue. Especially if you're Swedish, yellow and blue, it's always a nice combination in all different occasions. I would probably love to combine these with pink in some way, but I can't do that all the time. So for this layout I will stay with just the blue, the teal and the yellow. The color combination in this collection is really nice. There are a whole bunch of different bright and fun general colors, these 3 for example, and there's also a variation on green. It's almost like olive green, that kind of tone. And then there's a warmer pink, more like a hot pink, and yeah, that's about it. Those are the colors, and all is based on white. And the fact that the collection is it has so many colors, it will also make it possible to vary these layouts a lot, so that they won't look the same. And I have, as always, decided to use as much as possible of the papers, so I cut away the whole piece of the hello paper that was hidden by the huge photo block. I will save it for later and do something creative with that, together with next layouts. Yeah, I'm really happy about this project, and I think that I will try and make a couple of them, because I have a couple of collections laying around, and that would be really fun to use them. And since I'm making the YouTube videos, I thought it would be fun to make a couple of series with collection scrapbooking. I have tried it a bit now when I've been using up last year's summer paper, and for example, I've made a couple of single collection layouts with Simple Stories paper, and I did a Bo Bunny one, and for a while I've also made a couple of Kaisercraft focused layouts. So this is just something that's been growing with me, that it's fun to use collections. And I don't care if it's not hip. This is what I want to do now for a while. And before I didn't use, or I didn't buy collections, but it's been more and more hard for me to buy the single papers. And when you want a bunch from the same collection, and you find that kind of collection, it's been better to buy the collection pack. And now yesterday I saw on one of the Facebook groups that I'm a member of that the those paper pads, those with 48 a little bit thinner papers in one big book, they from American Crafts, they don't come with the B-sides of the collections, and that made me so sad. Someone told me that the latest Shimmel collection, the Go Now Go collection, didn't have the B-sides in the 48 pages paper pad, and that made me so sad, because that was the one that I was hoping to buy, since the store here in Sweden where I used to buy paper, they would only take that into store. And we've been talking about it in the scrapbooking community for years, that we totally enjoy the B-sides because they are more easy to use, and then they take away the B-sides when you have this deal to buy the whole package. It made me really annoyed and really disappointed, and I didn't like that. Back to the layout. In the photo with the jellyfish, there's a big chunk of seagrass, and it's bright green. So I decided to add a bit of green to each cluster here. So I had some smash flags from way back, and I cut them apart to just tuck them inside the clusters. I've also brought out a package of puffy sticker hearts, and those I've not bought in a scrapbooking store. I bought them at TGR or Tiger or whatever you call that chain, and it's it was just I think $1 or something like that, and those had the same color as this collection, so I brought them out for the embellishing extra pile. And now I'm just inking the edges of the paper with some dark blue ink, and this is the finished page. It feels really different for me to scrapbook like this, and but I think that it has inspired me to just get started with my summer photos. It will be fun to make a couple of layouts like this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.